Jesus and the tax man, little Zach. Jesus is coming, someone shouted. Jesus is coming to Jericho. Everyone ran to meet him. Well, nearly everybody. But there was one man, one tiny little man, who didn't run to meet Jesus. His name was Zachaeus. Let's call him Zach. It's not that Zach didn't want to see Jesus. He did. He really wanted to see him. And it's not only that he was really short. He was afraid of the crowd of people. Not many people liked Zachaeus. This was because he was a tax collector. But not only did he collect for taxes, he collected more money than he was meant to, and he kept lots for himself. So he was quite a bad man. Jesus is here, someone shouted. Jesus is here in Jericho. Everyone cheered, and he walked through the city gates. Well, almost everyone. Zachaeus, he didn't feel like cheering at all. He did want to see Jesus. He really wanted to see Jesus. But how could he walk out there in front of all those people that he'd cheated? What would they do if they got hold of him? Zachaeus, he had a plan. There were trees by the city gates, tall leafy trees. If he could sneak behind the crowd and climb one of those trees, he could see Jesus for himself. So off he went, out of his house. He went through the empty streets. And because the crowd was watching Jesus, he had no trouble slipping behind them and climbing up the tree. One of the people in the crowd said, "Come and eat at my house." Jesus, because it was a great honour to host someone as important as Jesus. Everyone shouted at once. Well, nearly everybody. But there was one man, one tiny little man. He kept his mouth shut and tried hard not to rustle the branches. "Thank you very much," said Jesus. "That's very kind of you. But I've already decided where I'm going to have my dinner." And you know what Jesus did? He looked straight up into the tree where Zachaeus was. And he said, Zach, come down. I'm eating at your house today." "Zach?" someone shouted. "Jesus? Eating with Zach? He's the worst man in town." That must be a mistake. And everyone moaned and they groaned. Well, almost everybody, but one tiny little man. He climbed down from the tree. He was as shocked and surprised as the rest of them. Why would someone as good as Jesus want to eat with someone as bad as him? But he was happy too. Happier than he'd been for a long, long time. And so, with a smile spreading across his face, Zach led Jesus to his house. "What are they saying?" someone whispered. "What are they doing in there?" And everyone gathered around the taxman's door. That's when Zach threw open his door with a bang. "Greetings, everyone," he shouted. "I have an announcement to make. I've been talking with my new friend, Jesus. And I realise there's a few things I need to change. I've cheated some of you. I'm sorry about that. I admit that. I want you to know how sorry I am. In fact, I'm so sorry, I'm going to pay you back 4 times what I stole from you. What's more, I intend to sell half of what I own and give the money to the poor." The crowd was so shocked. Never in their whole lives had they seen anyone change like that. They stood there with their mouths wide open. No one said a thing. Well, almost nobody. "Don't you see," said Jesus to the crowd, "God has sent me to share his love with everybody, even those who've done really bad things. That's what I've done, and now Zachaeus loves God too." That's when the crowd began to cheer. They cheered Jesus. They cheered Zach. Everybody in the town cheered. Wow. Isn't Jesus amazing?